thrift store finds my tents for my G.I. Joes. I found this tent at a thrift store. It was listed as a pet tent, but I think it's a display tent. As action figure collectors, this is one of those holy grail type of finds, because they're rare. This tent is a little taller than most display tents, and there's no label to list the manufacturer. It has 3 windows, one on each side and one on back, and they roll up just like a real tent. As I said, I can't find a manufacturer label anywhere on this tent, which is odd because most display tents have some. There's plenty of room inside. This is quite a roomy tent. It seems like it's a little, almost too big for my action figures. The materials they made this tent out of is just like a real tent. The bottom piece is like a real piece of tarp. It is quite roomy. I could fit 6 of my G.I. Joes in here on their beds and sleeping bags. I could probably get more in here, but 6 seems to fit pretty nicely. I'd probably not use this as a sleeping tent. This would probably be more of a command tent with communications and other things. I'm pretty sure this one is a tent for your pet. When I got it, it didn't have its top bar, so I replaced it. It's kind of an odd shape, but you could actually fit 4 sleeping bags in here, 2 on each side of the doors. The door is kind of weird because it folds down like a drawbridge or something. I might replace it with something else. I might leave the door as it is for something to walk on and cover the door with a piece of fabric. I've seen this in the store. It's a pop-up cat carrier, but it looks like it could be a G.I. Joe tent. What do you think?
I had some birthday money, so I decided to do some shopping on Amazon, and I found this for $11.50. It's a pop-up dog tent, and I wouldn't have got it unless I saw this review. Somebody saying that it was better suited for Barbies. Well, in our case, it'd be G.I. Joes. Here's the UPC code if it will help you any. You can pause the video and write it down, and then search it on Amazon. I'm not sure if this is relevant, but there's another UPC code here. On the front of the package, it had a little Yorkie. I think this tent is too thin for a dog. Came in a nice resealable bag though, which was pretty cool. Also got a pair of these chairs. Ones I have are still in Oregon, and I'm in California, so I needed another pair of chairs. That's the UPC code if you could use it. They came boxed up and wrapped. Pretty nice. I don't mind. There are several different versions of these chairs that you could find, and they all about run the same amount. Probably all the same quality. I don't think you have to worry about choosing the wrong one. The tent, let's open it up. Like I said, it comes in a resealable bag, and to set it up, it's real easy. You just, boom, there you go, it's set up. The front flap has 2 Velcro strips on the bottom to hold the flap shut. You could roll it up and stick the Velcro on the top so it rolls up. So there's 2 sets of Velcro. The height says it's 14 inches tall. So standing next to a 12-inch action figure, you can see that it's kind of small or short, but it's roomy enough for them to lay down and probably fit a sleeping bag or 2. You could probably fit up to 3 figures in here. It's pretty roomy inside. 14 by 14, they say. It looks more like 13 maybe. Has a vented top up here. The chairs were a perfect match to go with it. I needed some more of these chairs. Luckily these came packaged really well and didn't break during shipping like my last set. I really like these chairs, so when I'm able to recover the ones I have in Oregon, I'll have a set of 4, which is okay by me. These also come in several sealed bags and boxes. Seems like a lot of packaging, but that's okay. These fold up and open up really nicely. They are pretty thin, so you have to be really careful with them. It also came with this weird ashtray. I'll probably won't use it for anything. When setting your action figures in it, it's easier to get them in a sitting position and then put them in the chair. You don't want to put too much pressure on these chairs. They're prone to breaking, so be real careful. My Owen and Claire Jurassic World figures fit pretty nicely in them. I'm sure this tent could also accommodate a communications camp if you wanted to use it for a communication camp instead of sleeping tent. It would be cool to have several of these tents laid out as a base camp, and maybe a canopy that I did a tutorial on. I like that it was black. Figures can also stand up in here. It is 14 inches to the very top of the tent. It's pretty roomy, so you could set up the chairs too. I think it's cool. So what do you think? Is this a good buy or pass? Do you guys have tents? If so, tag me in social media at Matt's Creative Projects. I found this pet pop-up tent at a local store called Winco. They're kind of like a larger grocery store. It comes in this little pouch, and it's supposedly for a pet. It's about 27 by 19 by 17. It's a little large, but it works out pretty well for a shelter, like an adventure team shelter tent. So I don't think you'd really want to put a pet in here. I think a pet would be too big. But, see, it's not too bad. I think I'll get a better base for it because the bottom of this kind of curls in a bit. Kind of set up a quick scene table, a couple chairs, and some sleeping bags. And it fits in here pretty well. Although I might just make this some sort of command tent. It has these little side pockets here that you could store things, I guess, for the pet. What I like is it has this clear area up here that you can put a puck light or some sort of light source and have the ability to light the tent. Since I have an old cell phone, I could use the light off the old cell phone and light this tent up, which I think is pretty cool. And because it's clear, it diffuses the light some, and I think it looks pretty neat. I think it'd be a great little adventure team command shelter or something like that. Well, let me know what you think. That's all I have for you. I like pickups like this, especially little small pet tents, because they make great adventure team shelters. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button. It really helps my channel out. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to collect, inspire, and create. I'll see you in the next video.